Es un privilegio para mí poder compartir con ustedes en esta mañana.
It's an absolute honor for me to spend some time with you this morning.
Doy gracias al Señor la oportunidad que me da de poder predicar la palabra del Señor.
I give thanks to the Lord to be able to preach the word.
Sí, estoy aquí representando también al Ministerio Calvary Road en Cuba.
And I'm here representing Calvary Road in Cuba.
Ya estamos trabajando juntos por 19 años.
We've been working together for about 19 years.
Y hemos sostenido a muchos pastores durante todo este tiempo.
And we have helped many pastors throughout this time.
Así que ahora a partir del próximo enero estaremos soportando a 70 pastores en Cuba.
And as of January of next year, we will be helping out about 70 more pastors in Cuba.
Pero más que hablar del ministerio, quiero compartir la palabra en esta mañana con ustedes.
More than speaking about other pastors or what we're doing in Cuba, I want to share the word with you this morning.
Y hubo un momento donde la iglesia entendió en Cuba que no tenía la capacidad de atender a los necesitados.
There was a point in time where the church in Cuba understood that there wasn't a way to help out all the ones that had needs in Cuba.
Y tratamos de hacer lo mismo que hicieron los discípulos en Marcos capítulo 6 con Jesús.
And we tried to do exactly what the apostles did in Mark chapter 6 with Jesus.
Entendimos que Dios sí tenía para darle a la gente.
We understood that God did have an ability to help out the people.
Y fuimos donde Jesús y le dijimos, Señor, ahí está la gente, necesitamos que tú le des.
In just the same way, we went up to Jesus and we said, here are the people, we need you to do what they need.
Eso fue lo que pasó a partir del verso 35 en esta porción de la palabra.
And that's exactly what happened from verse 35 in the word.
¿Pudieras leer del verso 35 al 37, hermano Henry?
Okay, and I'm going to read from 35 to verse 37. Okay, and the word says, sorry, one second. And when it grew late, the disciples came to him and said, this is a desolate place, and the hour is now late. Send them away to go into surrounding countryside and villages and buy themselves something to eat.
Los discípulos le dijeron a Jesús básicamente, es tarde, la gente no tiene que comer, despídelo para que busquen qué van a comer.
The disciples were basically saying to Jesus Christ, it's late, there's nothing to eat, send them away for them to find something to eat.
Y Jesús, en otras palabras, le dijo, no, denles vosotros de comer.
Jesus Christ, in other words, said, no, you feed them.
Jesús pudo haber hecho un milagro desde ese primer momento,
Jesus could have done a miracle right at that precise moment,
pero no lo hizo.
but he didn't do it.
Jesús pudo haber despedido a la gente para que buscara comida en otro lugar, pero no lo hizo.
Jesus Christ could have sent everyone away so they can find their own food, but he didn't do that.
Porque el interés de Jesús es que los discípulos se involucraran y entendieran que ellos tenían para alimentar a la gente.
Because the purpose of Jesus Christ for his disciples to understand that they had the ability to help out the people.
En un momento, esa fue nuestra realidad en Cuba.
At one point, this was our reality in Cuba.
La gente empezó a venir a la iglesia por los años 90.
The people started coming to the church around the year 1990.
Gran cantidad de personas empezaron a venir a nuestras iglesias.
There was a great number of people that began to come to our churches.
Y nos sentimos insuficientes para atenderlos.
And we felt that we were insufficient to help them out.
Necesitaban que le enseñáramos acerca de la fe.
They needed for us to teach them about the faith.
Muchos también necesitaban alimentos y recursos.
Many needed food, many needed some other necessities.
Y llegó el momento que nos pareció más fácil decirle a Jesús, dile que vayan y coman.
And for us, it would seem so much easier for us to say to Jesus Christ, can you help them out?
Pero en medio de la situación en que vivimos en Cuba, Jesús nos dijo, dadles vosotros de comer.
But in our moment of need, Jesus Christ said to us, you feed them.
Porque Jesús quería que entendiéramos que nosotros a través de la palabra y del poder de Jesús teníamos para dar a la gente.
Jesus Christ wanted us to know that through his word and through his faith, we had the ability to feed them.
Yo creo que hay que entender esa verdad.
And that's something that we need to understand.
Es más fácil para la iglesia desentenderse de la necesidad de la gente.
It's easy for the church to disassociate ourselves from the needs of the people.
Es más fácil para la iglesia saber que Jesús hace un milagro y todo se resuelve.
It's so much easier for the church just to believe that Jesus Christ can make a miracle and everything's done.
Pero es difícil entender en este tiempo para la iglesia que aunque lo que tenemos es lo mismo que la viuda pobre, tenemos para alimentar a la gente.
And sometimes for the church, sometimes it's hard for us to understand that just as the widow had little to give, so do we have little to give as
Y
well.
es difícil entender que Jesús puede tomar lo mínimo que tenemos nosotros y ponemos nuestro corazón en ello para bendecir a la gente.
And sometimes it's difficult for us to understand that the little that we have, Jesus can do so much to help out the people.
La misión de la iglesia no es calcular o razonar cuánto tiene o no.
The purpose of the church isn't to try and calculate or understand how much we have and how much we can give.
La misión de la iglesia es ponerlo al servicio de la gente.
The purpose of the church is to put it in service for the
Quien
people.
multiplica es el Señor.
The one who multiplies is the Lord.
Entonces es importante que en este tiempo en que vive la iglesia, que entiendo que estamos ya encaminándonos en los últimos tiempos, entendamos esta verdad.
And for the church, it's really important for us in these end times to understand that this is a reality for us.
Entendamos que Jesús le está diciendo a la iglesia de hoy en Cuba, en Toronto, en China, en Japón, dadles vosotros de comer.
And it's important for us to understand that Jesus Christ is telling everyone in Cuba, in Toronto, in China, in Japan, you feed them.
A lo mejor estamos muy preocupados con la gente que vemos aquí en el downtown de Toronto.
Sometimes we might just be worried with the people who are surround us here in downtown Toronto.
Estamos muy preocupados con la necesidad que tienen nuestros hermanos en Cuba
And we might be worried with the people that we have in Cuba
o en China
or in China.
y estamos orando fervientemente a Jesús.
And we're constantly praying to Jesus Christ.
Y eso es bueno,
And that's good.
pero Jesús nos está diciendo,
But Jesus Christ is saying to us,
darles vosotros de comer.
you feed them.
Ahora, ¿de qué depende que nosotros podamos entender esta realidad?
Now, what does this depend on us understanding this reality?
Darles vosotros de comer depende de tres cosas.
For us, you feed them depends on three things.
Depende en primer lugar de cómo veamos a la gente.
First place, it depends on how we see the people.
Marcos 6:34 dice,
Mark 6:34 says, yeah. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things.
depende de cómo veamos a la gente.
This depends on how we see the people.
Aquí había una multitud,
Here we can see a number of people.
había gente de todo tipo.
There were all kinds of people.
Había gente que tenía dinero para ayudar a los discípulos y a Jesús.
There were people who had money who could help out the disciples
Había
and
gente
Jesus.
influyente.
There were people who had
Había
influence.
gente de mala vida.
And there were people who had
Había
bad
gente que
lives.
vivía en las calles.
People who lived on the streets.
Pero había gente que tenían grandes haciendas.
But there was also people who had a lot of money.
Había todo tipo de personas.
There was all kinds of people.
Y Jesús pudo levantarse y decir, aquí está fulano, él no necesita que lo alimente.
Jesus Christ could have said, well, this person here doesn't need any help.
Él tiene negocios, él vive mejor que yo.
Or there was another person over here who has a business. He
O
doesn't need any help.
sencillamente, él es una persona de mala vida, él no merece que le ayudemos.
Or there could be someone over here who has a really bad life. He doesn't
Pero
deserve
cuando
to be
Jesús
helped.
se levanta,
But when Jesus Christ stands up,
es movido a compasión.
he's moved but with compassion.
¿Qué mueve a compasión a Jesús?
What causes him to be moved by compassion?
Que cuando ve a la gente los ve perdidos.
When he sees the people, he sees them lost.
La iglesia tiene que entender esa realidad hoy.
This is the reality that we as a church have to
La
understand.
gente tiene que entender que los que no tienen a Cristo están perdidos.
The church has to understand everybody who doesn't have Christ is
La
lost.
iglesia tiene que entender que aunque la gente, unos sean influyentes, otros sean ricos, pero si no tienen a Jesús, son como ovejas sin pastor.
We need to understand that people, no matter how much influence they have or how much money they have, if they don't have Jesus Christ, they're lost without a pastor.
Entonces, para entender esta realidad de que debemos dar de comer a la gente,
And in order for us to understand this reality, that we must feed the people,
y quiero que entiendan que cuando hablo de darle de comer, no solamente estoy hablando de comida,
and when I'm speaking about feeding the people, I'm not just talking about food,
sino estoy hablando del mejor alimento que tenemos para dar a la gente, que es el Evangelio de Jesucristo.
what I'm talking about, the best kind of feeding we can give them is the gospel.
Tenemos para dar a la gente lo que nadie más tiene en este mundo.
We can give the people what no one else in the world here has.
Solo la iglesia.
Only the church.
Solo la iglesia en este mundo tiene el evangelio para darlo a la gente.
Only the church has the gospel to give to everybody.
Y a veces el hambre mayor que tiene la gente es el hambre, la necesidad de Jesús.
And sometimes the greatest need, the greatest hunger that people have is the hunger for Jesus Christ.
Por eso es que Jesús le dice a sus discípulos, darle vosotros de comer.
And this is the reason why Jesus Christ says to the disciples, you feed them.
Y darle de comer a la gente depende de cómo veamos a la gente.
And the way we feed people is the way we see people.
Jesús lo vio como ovejas sin pastor.
Jesus Christ saw them as sheep without a shepherd.
Es importante que hagamos un alto por un momento
It's important
y
for us
nos
to just pause a
preguntemos
second.
cuando salimos fuera de esta instalación,
And when we leave this place, and we
¿cómo
go outside,
estamos viendo a la gente de Toronto?
how do we see the people of Toronto?
Lo vemos como gente malas que no quieren obedecer a Dios y allá ellos cómo le va a ir.
Are we looking at them as just people who are evil, who don't care to know about Jesus Christ, and we don't care how that
O
goes
vemos
for
a
them?
la gente que tiene mayor influencia que nosotros y que no necesita lo que nosotros tenemos.
Or are we looking at influential people and figure, you know what, they really don't need our help?
Cuando miramos en Toronto, en Canadá, afuera en el mundo, ¿cómo vemos a la gente que no tiene a Jesús?
When we look at Canada and the rest of the world, how do we look at them without the need of Christ?
¿Nos vemos nosotros como los más dignos de misericordia del mundo o le vemos a ellos como esto?
Do we look at ourselves as the one that are only worthy of the grace of God, or do we look at them as they're the ones who need it as well?
¿Nos vemos nosotros y nos sentimos que somos nada en medio de este mundo?
Do we look at ourselves as something too little for this great world?
¿O verdaderamente creemos y sentimos que tenemos la mejor noticia y la mejor comida para la gente?
Or do we look at it as we have the best news and the best food for these people?
Entonces esa es la primera razón por la cual Jesús nos dice, darles vosotros de comer.
And this is the first reason why Jesus tells us, you
Porque
feed them.
nosotros tenemos que ver a la gente como Jesús la vio.
We have to see the people the same way Jesus Christ saw the people.
Jesús vio a la gente como ovejas que no tienen pastor.
Jesus Christ saw the people as sheep without a
¿Cómo
shepherd.
nosotros estamos viendo a la gente?
How are we looking at the people?
Entonces, darle vosotros de comer depende en primer lugar de cómo vemos a la gente.
In order for us to feed the people, we have to look first at how we look at how
En
we see the people.
Marcos 6, 35 y 36 dice de la siguiente manera.
In Mark 6:35 and 36, it says 35 and 36. It says like this. And when it grew late, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a desolate place, and the hour is now late. Send them away to go into the surrounding countryside and villages and buy themselves something to eat."
Segunda cosa, Marcos 6, 35 y 36 dice que ellos trataron de que Jesús despidiera a la gente para que fueran a conseguir comida.
The second thing that verse 35 and 36 shows us here is that the disciples try and tell Jesus Christ to send them away, for them to find their own food.
Para los discípulos lo que tenían era insignificante para alimentar a la gente.
For the disciples, what they had was insignificant to help feed the
Entonces,
people.
por eso dijeron, no podemos darle de comer.
That's why they said, we can't feed them.
Es mucha cantidad de comida.
It's far too
Es
much
muy
food.
caro para nosotros.
It's too expensive for us.
Resuelve eso despidiéndolo.
The best thing to do is send them away.
Entonces, número uno, recuerden que darle de comer a la gente depende de cómo nosotros le veamos.
Remember, for number one, how we see the people is how we feed the people is how we see the people.
Número dos,
Number two,
darle de comer a la gente depende de cómo veamos la situación que vive la gente.
when you feed the people, we have to understand how we look at the situation with the people.
Fíjese que si nosotros interpretamos el momento que están viviendo los discípulos,
If we look at the way, if we try and interpret the way the disciples were living at the time,
Jesús le dice a los discípulos, vamos a un lugar aparte a descansar.
Jesus says to them, let's go apart so we can rest.
¿Se imaginan cuánta pregunta, cuánto deseo de compartir los discípulos con Jesús a sola?
Can you imagine how much time that they want to spend with Jesus Christ to ask him
Pero hay
questions?
una gran multitud que viene caminando, corriendo detrás de Jesús e interrumpe ese momento de descanso y a solas.
But there's so many people that keep running, keep coming towards Jesus Christ, that interrupt this moment that they have alone with Jesus
Era
Christ.
una situación complicada,
It was a complicated situation.
de manera que los discípulos lo que están mirando es que hay una multitud que ha roto el tiempo a solas con Jesús.
The disciples see this as a moment where people are interrupting this intimate time that they have with Jesus Christ.
Entonces lo que ven los discípulos es un mal momento.
So what the disciples see, this is not a good time.
Los discípulos miran la multitud, dice, la gente está con hambre, ahora nos hemos buscado un problema porque nosotros no tenemos que darle de comer.
The disciples see the people, they see the people coming close to them. They have no food, and they figure the best thing to do is send them away.
Si no tuviéramos esta multitud detrás de nosotros, sencillamente no tuviéramos este problema.
If we didn't have all these people, we wouldn't have this problem.
Eso es lo que ven los discípulos.
That's what the disciples see.
Los discípulos ven un problema.
They see a problem.
Los discípulos ven un fastidio, un mal momento.
The disciples see just an obstacle.
Los discípulos ven, vinimos a descansar y esta gente ahora nos hacen trabajar.
The disciples see this as, I came here to rest, and now these people are forcing us to work.
Los discípulos ven, queríamos a Jesús para nosotros solos y ahora hay una multitud que también quiere a Jesús.
The disciples see this as a moment where they could have spent some time with Jesus Christ, but all these people came, all this multitude of people came.
Pero cuando Jesús ve a la multitud como ovejas que no tienen pastor,
But when Jesus Christ saw this multitude as sheep without a shepherd,
Jesús ve una oportunidad de servir.
Jesus Christ sees this as an opportunity to serve.
Cuando la multitud viene
When the multitude come,
buscando a Jesús,
looking for Jesus Christ,
cuando la gente necesitada viene buscando a Jesús,
when the people come looking for Jesus Christ,
¿qué vemos nosotros?
what do we see?
¿Cuál es la situación que vemos?
What's the situation that we see?
¿Vemos un problema tener una gente detrás de nosotros que puede conocer o no a Jesús o vemos una oportunidad para llevarlo a Jesús?
Do we see when people come to us as an opportunity to share the gospel, or do we see it as a problem?
Vemos una gente que nos está interrumpiendo y haciendo difícil nuestros tiempos de adoración a solas con Dios, o vemos una oportunidad de ganar a alguien para Cristo.
Do we see it when people come to us as them interrupting our moment to glorify, spend time with Christ, or do we see it as an opportunity to share the gospel?
Es difícil trabajar con gente que nos hacen más duro el momento en que vivimos.
It is absolutely difficult to work with people that make our lives much harder.
Es difícil tratar con gente que todo le es básico y le es necesario para ellos en la vida.
It's difficult to work with people that they need the basic necessities. They need all this stuff.
La pregunta es, cuando nosotros miramos a esa multitud sin Cristo,
The question is, when we see these people without Christ,
¿por qué esa multitud corrió detrás de Jesús? Porque quería oír sus enseñanzas.
because this multitude followed Christ because they wanted to learn the teachings of Christ.
La pregunta es, cuando vemos a esa multitud, ¿qué es lo que vemos?
The question is, when we see this multitude of people, what do we see?
¿Vemos un problema? ¿Vemos un mal momento? ¿O vemos una oportunidad?
Do we see a problem? Do we see an inconvenience? Or do we see an opportunity?
Nuestra disposición de alimentar a la gente depende, número uno, de cómo veamos a la gente.
The way we look at this on how to feed people is, number one, how do we see the people?
Número dos, depende de cómo veamos su situación, de cómo interpretemos su situación.
Number two is, how do we look at their situation? How do we interpret their situation?
¿Es un trabajo más para mí o es una oportunidad brillante para servir y para predicar el Evangelio de
Does
Jesús?
this become more work for me, or does this become an opportunity to share the gospel of Christ?
A veces no vemos como iglesia lo que verdaderamente necesitamos ver.
Sometimes as a church, we don't see what we really truly need to see.
A veces necesitamos que nuestros ojos sean abiertos para ver las verdaderas oportunidades que tenemos en el mundo para predicar a Jesús.
Sometimes we need our eyes to be open so we can actually see the opportunities that are out there that we need to take
Recuérdense
advantage
de
of.
Eliseo y de su criado.
Perdón?
Recuérdense de Eliseo, el profeta Eliseo y su criado Giesi.
Remember Elijah and his
En el Antiguo
in
Testamento,
the Old Testament.
Eliseo estaba sitiado por el ejército enemigo.
Remember, he was surrounded by a huge army.
Y lo que veía el criado de Eliseo era el ejército enemigo.
Whereas his accomplice, all he saw was the army that was surrounded him.
Pero lo que Eliseo veía el ejército enemigo, pero Eliseo también veía el ejército de Dios que estaba protegiéndole.
And even though Elijah also saw the people that surrounded him, he saw God's army that also surrounded them.
Así que a veces también nuestros ojos tienen que ser abiertos
Sometimes our eyes also have to be opened
para no solamente ver los problemas, sino ver a Dios obrando a través de los problemas.
so that we not only see the problems that are in front of us, but see how God is working behind the
De
problem.
manera que depende de cómo interpretemos la situación que vive la gente.
In order to give us the ability to understand how to face the problems in front of us.
A lo mejor ahora mismo tú estás bregando, estás luchando con una de estas situaciones.
Maybe you're dealing with one of these situations right now in your lives.
Hay alguien necesitado que está ocupando tu tiempo.
There might be someone in your life right now that's taking all this time.
¿Qué ves?
What do you see?
¿Un problema o una
Do
oportunidad?
you see a problem or do you see an opportunity?
Número 3.
Number 3.
Darle de comer a la gente depende de cómo nos veamos nosotros con respecto a la obra de Dios.
You feed them depends on how we see ourselves when it comes to the work of God.
Me gustaría que pudieras darle lectura a Marcos capítulo número 6, los versos del 37 al 43.
I'm going to be reading on chapter 6, 37 al 37.
37 al 43.
From 37 to 43. It says, "But he answered them, you give them something to eat. And they said to him, shall we go and buy 200 denarii worth of bread and give it to them to eat? And he said, how many loaves do you have? Go and see. And when they had found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. Then he commanded them all sit down in groups of 7 on the grass. So they sat down in groups by hundreds and by 50s. And taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and said a blessing and broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples to set before the people. And he divided 2 fish among them all. And they all ate and were satisfied. And they took up the 12 baskets full of broken pieces and of the fish."
Entendamos algo que la palabra nos enseña en esta mañana.
And I want you to pay attention to what the Word of
Los
God is teaching us this
discípulos le
morning.
dicen a Jesús, despide a la gente.
The disciples say to Jesus Christ, you send them away.
Jesús le dice, darles vosotros de comer.
Jesus Christ says to them, you feed them.
Jesús le pregunta a los discípulos, ¿cuántos panes tenéis?
Jesus Christ asked them, how much bread do you have?
Jesús le dice a sus discípulos, id vosotros y ved.
Jesus says to them, you go and find out how many they have.
Hacemos un alto y pregunto, ¿no podía saber Jesús cuántos panes en su omnisciencia, cuántos panes había?
Let's pause for a second here and ask this question.
Pero Jesús
And
tiene
God
un
is his
propósito.
omniscience. And
Jesús tiene un propósito.
Jesus had a purpose.
Por eso Jesús le dice a los discípulos, vayan y vean cuántos panes tenemos.
Jesus says to them, you go and see how many they
Luego
have.
en el verso 39, Jesús le dice a los discípulos, y le dice la palabra, y les mandó que hicieran recostar a todos por grupos sobre la hierba verde.
And Jesus Christ said to them, he commanded them that they all sit down in groups on the green grass.
Y en el verso 41, la palabra dice que después de haber orado,
And on verse 41, he says, after he had prayed,
dice, y dio a sus discípulos para que lo pusiesen delante.
he gave to the disciples to set before the people.
Y en el verso 43 dice, y recogieron de los pedazos 12 cestas llenas y de los que sobró de los peces.
And what it says in verse 43, and they took up 12 baskets full of broken pieces and of the fish.
¿Qué es lo que quiero que entendamos en esta mañana al analizar la palabra?
What I want us to all understand as we're analyzing this
En
word,
todo el tiempo Jesús le está diciendo a sus discípulos, ustedes tienen que ser parte de esto.
Jesus Christ is telling his disciples, you guys are a part of this.
Por eso es importante cómo nos vemos nosotros con respecto a la obra de Dios.
That's why it's important for us to look at ourselves and find out how we see ourselves in this work of God.
Nos vemos como alguien que viene a la iglesia para que el Señor le dé sin pensar en nada más.
Are we just people who come to church and hope that God gives us without giving anything back?
Vemos que esta es la obra de Dios y Él sabe lo que hace.
Do we look at this as God's work and he knows what he's going to do?
Vemos que el Señor alimenta a la gente, no es cuestión mía.
Do we look at it as God's going to feed the people? It's not my problem.
Vemos que el pastor de la iglesia es el responsable, no tiene que ver conmigo.
Do we look at it as the pastor? It's his problem. It has nothing to do with me.
¿Cómo nos vemos y nos sentimos con respecto a lo que Dios está haciendo?
How do we look at what's happening and how God wants me to work with this?
Fíjense que el interés de Jesús en esta porción es que los discípulos cambien de perspectiva.
The purpose of Jesus Christ is the disciples change their perspective.
La perspectiva de los discípulos es, tenemos un problema.
The perspective of the disciples is we have a problem.
La gente tiene hambre y no tenemos comida.
People are hungry. We've got no food.
Así que despídelo.
You know what? Best thing to do is send them away.
Esa es la perspectiva de los discípulos.
That's the perspective of the disciples.
A veces, lamentablemente, es la perspectiva de la iglesia hoy.
Unfortunately, that's also the same perspective that we have as a
La
church.
gente no responde al evangelio. Hay que dejarlo que hagan su propia vida.
The people don't respond to the gospel. You know what? We just got to let them go.
Esa es la perspectiva a veces moderna, de la iglesia moderna.
Unfortunately, that is the perspective of the
Pero la
modern church.
perspectiva de Jesús es otra.
But the perspective of Jesus Christ is another
Por
one.
eso es que Jesús quiere que nosotros, que sus discípulos cambien la perspectiva.
That's why Jesus Christ wants the disciples to change the perspective.
La perspectiva de Jesús es, yo quiero que ustedes sean parte de lo que yo voy a hacer.
Jesus Christ wants them to understand that they're part of what he's going to do.
Por eso es que Jesús constantemente le ministra eso.
That's why he's constantly telling them this.
Jesús le dice, denles vosotros de comer.
That's why he tells them, you feed them.
Jesús le dice, vayan a ver cuántos panes hay.
That's why he says, go see how much bread they have.
Jesús le dice, llévenlo y organícenlo en la hierba verde para repartirle.
That's why he says, sit down on the green pastures. So we
Jesús
can-
le dice, vayan y denle ustedes de comer.
That's why he says, you go and give them the food.
Luego Jesús lo manda y dice, recojan lo que sobró.
And afterwards he says, go and pick up what's left over.
Porque Jesús quiere que la iglesia entienda que Él va a hacer la obra a través de la iglesia.
Because he wants the church to understand that the work that he's going to do is going to be through the church.
Por eso nosotros como iglesia podremos cumplir con esta encomienda de Jesús.
That's why we as a church can actually fulfill this
Darles
command
vosotros de comer
that we feed them,
en la manera en que veamos a la gente como Jesús lo ve.
that we see the people through the way that Jesus Christ sees the people,
En la manera en que veamos la situación que vive la gente como Jesús la ve.
that we see the people through the situation they live in, the way that Jesus Christ sees the
Y en la
people,
manera en que nosotros nos involucremos en la obra que Jesús está
and the
haciendo.
way that we become involved in the work of Jesus Christ.
Tenemos que saber que la obra de Jesús es mi obra,
We need to understand that God's work is my work.
es nuestra obra.
It's our work.
Somos parte del reino,
We are part of his
somos
kingdom.
parte de su cuerpo.
We are part of his body.
Hemos sido alcanzados para alcanzar a otros.
We have been redeemed so we can redeem others.
Hemos sido bendecidos para bendecir a otros.
We've been blessed so we can bless others.
Ustedes podían ahora estar en China,
Right now, you can all be in China
porque la mayoría de ustedes son chinos.
because the majority of you are Chinese.
Ustedes podían estar en Cuba.
Many of you can be in Cuba.
Ustedes podían estar en Haití.
You can be in Haiti.
Pero Dios los puso en Toronto.
But God put you all here in Toronto.
Ustedes tienen que entender esa realidad.
You all have to understand that reality.
Quizás lo que tienen ustedes es como lo que tenía la viuda pobre.
Maybe you are just like that poor widow.
No hay ofrenda
There's no offerings.
más venerada, no hay ofrenda más exaltada en el Nuevo Testamento que la ofrenda de la viuda pobre.
There's no offering greater than the offering that this poor
¿Qué
widow had
tenía
given.
la viuda pobre?
What did the widow have?
Lo mínimo que se podía
She
tener.
had the bare minimum.
Pero tenemos que entender una cosa.
But we have to understand something.
Nuestra responsabilidad no es tenerlo todo.
Our responsibility isn't to have it all.
Nuestra responsabilidad es poner lo que tenemos al servicio de Jesús y de la gente.
Our responsibility is everything that we have to put it for the service of Jesus
Nosotros
Christ.
damos lo único que tenemos,
We give everything that we have,
Jesús lo multiplica.
Jesus Christ will multiply
No
it.
es tu trabajo y mi trabajo multiplicarlo.
It's not our job to multiply.
Es tu trabajo y mi trabajo dedicarlo.
It is my job and your job to
El
work
que lo
it.
multiplica es Jesús.
The one who multiplies is Jesus Christ.
La iglesia hoy tiene que entender
The church of today, we need
que
to understand
tenemos
that.
que responder a esta encomienda de Jesús.
We have to respond
Hay
to this
gente que
command of Christ.
necesita alimento espiritual.
There's people who need spiritual growth.
Hay gente que necesita literalmente comida.
There's people who actually
Hay
need food.
gente que necesita recursos.
There are people who need
Hay
other sorts of
gente que
things.
necesita la bendición de Dios.
There's some people who need the blessings of
Y
Christ.
Jesús nos está diciendo a la iglesia hoy, darles vosotros de comer.
And Jesus Christ is telling the church today, you
Recuerde
feed
que
them.
depende de tres cosas.
Remember, this is all dependent on three things.
Depende de ver a la gente como Jesús la ve.
We have to see the people the way Jesus Christ sees the people.
Depende de interpretar la situación de la gente como Jesús la interpreta. No como un problema, sino como una
We
oportunidad.
have to see the situation the way Jesus Christ sees it. Not as a problem, but as an opportunity.
Depende, en tercer lugar, de cómo nos veamos nosotros con respecto al reino de Dios.
And it all depends also, number 3, on how we see ourselves within the kingdom of Christ.
El Señor les bendiga.